Amy, thanks. So not many people would consider receiving a Facebook message as a milestone, but a new study reveals that playing around on social media can actually bring you as much happiness as getting married or even having a baby. Is that true? Really? Physician and brain health expert Dr. Romie is joining us this morning to talk more about this. Great to see you as always.
Amy, good morning.
Okay, so this is one of those where I see it and I think, if it sounds too good to be true,
the brain
it probably is.
Probably will prove that it really is. One of the blessings of having me as a doctor here is I dig into the actual research.
I like that about you.
The headlines, Amy,
okay.
Thank you. And while the news is interesting for Facebook, let's not give up on the hopes of getting married or having a baby just yet.
I hope not, right?
I hope not, no, yes.
Okay, here's the thing. We've talked for so long about how going on Facebook is actually depressing for a lot of people because they go on there, everybody sort of puts this false persona out there about how perfect their life is and their husband and their kids.
Correct.
And it's not reality.
And we know the truth of some of our friends.
Sure,
right?
absolutely.
Really do. And it makes us feel depressed looking at a two-dimensional world. So where this study coming out of Carnegie Mellon University is a little different is they looked at people in 90 countries, about 2,000 people, and followed them on Facebook for 3 months.
Okay.
And figured, how can you be happier on Facebook? And there's one secret. Getting on and leaving a comment for somebody that is unique and authentic. So instead of the generic, happy birthday, happy anniversary, girl, love the shoes, make it a little bit more personalized.
I like that.
Yes, and so when people give and receive a personalized message, it was almost as good as hearing from that person on the telephone or via text message.
Isn't that true in our real life exchanges too, Dr. Romie? If you're passing somebody in the hallway at work or at school, and if you're just, oh, hey, how are you? And you really don't care how the other person is, and you really don't want the response. It's not good communication.
It's not meaningful. When we keep it generic, it's not meaningful. And so the key is just when you're looking at people in the eye, look at them, in person. But when we're online, it's take that extra few seconds to leave a meaningful message. But let's get clear. The headline here was, can it make you as happy as having a marriage or getting a baby? So I looked deeper into the study. And it's a little bit more complicated because, the problem here is maybe people are actually less happier in their marriages or less happy right after you deliver a baby. And so the statistics these researchers were using may be a little bit skewed. So I don't want anyone to get the impression that being online is better than being with someone in person and creating a meaningful connection.
Sure, and there's a lot of discussion out there too that Facebook and Twitter and some of these social media sites actually do a lot of damage to your relationships. Because your spouse feels like, well, you're always on your phone or looking down and not at me, right?
Here's an example, Amy. We had a Mushtaq family reunion this past weekend for Labor Day.
Yeah.
And we always had dinner together at the dinner table when we were young kids. And what happened? All three of us kids were, and mom and dad had to call a timeout on our cell phones. And I think that's where it gets dangerous, is when our social media and our phones are replacing those interpersonal connections. But how to leverage Facebook to be happy? Think of all of the people that live far away from Central Florida that are meaningful in our life. It's an easy and quick way to connect and say hello without putting that false image up of, look at my perfect marriage and my perfect children, but keeping it real, one-on-one.
I love it. How can our viewers find you, Dr. Romie?
Get more information and follow me on Facebook at drromie.com.
Always great to see you,
Thank you,
my friend.
Amy.
Good to see you. 9:40 right now.